Hello everybody, Scooter here from Granville Guitars here in lovely St. Petersburg, Florida, coming to you from our world headquarters right here in St. Pete. I just wanted to do a short video and show off this 1972 Fender Deluxe Reverb amplifier that's come in for some servicing. It's absolutely, completely un-effed with. You very rarely see these amps in such immaculate condition. I really thought it was a reissue when I first laid my eyes on it. It's absolutely immaculate. It's been kept in a closet for most of its life with a cover over it. The cover has some staining on it, but that's prevented the amp from getting any sort of staining or nonsense. It's just in fantastic shape. If this amp is going to sit at home pretty much, if it was going to be gigged, in other words, if the owner was going to take it out and play it quite a bit, I would probably change out these 470 ohm screen grid resistors for a ceramic so-called salt lick resistor that's 5 watts. Just for a little better heat handling, a little more firmness in the low end. Just more reliability, and also those little 1.5Ks that hide underneath there, those swamping resistors, those would probably get changed out. I'm going to leave these alone because they're in good shape, they're original, and they're really clean. Original power cord is in good shape, that's going to stay. Along with the electrolytics in the amplifier, I'm going to change out this little guy that's hiding under here that's with the bias supply. Just for safety's sake. It doesn't appear to be bad, but I mean, one of the things that's amazing with this amp is this bias supply potentiometer is just squeaky clean as the day it was made. And let's see if we can see the date. Yeah, there it is, 137/72, 1972. But as we go across the board here, you can see, you know, it's just as clean as the day it was made. Probably going to replace these here, these little electrodes. They probably work just fine, but I'm going to replace those. Everything's original. It has all these blue shiny caps in it for tone control and bypass duties. Well, actually, these are the bypasses, but anyway, it's got these shiny blue caps, which typically don't look this good. I mean, they look brand new. They sound fine. They're not as good as the old blue sausages that we get with the 1960s era amps, but they sound just fine. And we're going to leave those in place. I don't just knee-jerk rip those out in favor of, you know, a modern capacitor unless they're just completely bad. But it, you know, it fascinated me when I opened this amplifier up and saw exactly how immaculate it was. I'm going to flip the chassis over real quick here and show you. This is one of the techniques that we use to date an amplifier, an old tube amplifier. The transformer codes, and what we're looking at here is the output transformer. It has a code on it. 606 is the manufacturer's code, and that next digit after the dash is a 2. That's the second digit of the year. And we know this to be a 1970s era Silverface amp, so that would make this a 72. As we go over here farther, the choke, which sits right here next to it, 6062, 72. And we'll look at the power transformer, which is here on the end, 6062. Now, it's not unusual for those to be slightly different years. I've seen them all, you know, as much as a year apart from each other. If we look over here to the reverb transformer, we see 6061, which would make that a 71. So, but in general, we're going to say this is a 1972. Now, as we come up here, we're going to see the electrolytic filter caps for the high voltage supply and low voltage. No, it's all high voltage. Never mind. Been working on a lot of these lately. As you can see, there's 16 microfarad at 450 volts. We're going to replace all of those with 22 microfarad at 500 volts. which is a modern equivalent. These are all very clean, and one might be tempted to leave them in place, except the amp is humming a bit, partially due to old tubes. All the original RCA tubes are intact, but most of them are bad. If we look over here at the flip side, you can see that center capacitor has burst and has to be replaced. It's no longer doing its job. It's leaky. A few of the other ones look really good. A few of them are getting ready to do the same thing here in fairly short order, but those will be coming out and being replaced with modern equivalents. But I'm just going to do the minimum necessary for this amplifier to serve its owner well for the foreseeable future. But I was just absolutely taken aback by how clean it is. Really thought it was a reissue when I first saw it. Let me flip this over so it's right side up for the camera. It's just really, really, really clean. Absolutely unbelievably clean. You never see them this clean. Anyways, that's it for this little demonstration for the day. I was going to take a bunch of pictures of the inside of it, but I just felt like maybe a video would serve it better. So that's all I know for now, guitar and amp fans. If you have any questions about anything we do here at Granville Guitars, seek us out on the web, www.granvilleguitars.com, or look us up on Facebook. Thanks a lot. Have a good day.